Hello Year 6, it's Miss Jobbins here with your final couple of weeks, well more like week and 2 days possibly because these lessons are rather long, lessons for English. I hope you're all well, and as you can see we've gone with a Christmassy theme this term or this few weeks, and this week we are going to be writing a Christmas story narrative based on this beautiful book here called Father Christmas Goes on Holiday by Raymond Briggs. Now Raymond Briggs is known for Christmas books and his writing, particularly the Snowman. If some of you may have seen it, it's often on at Christmas time, and it's one with "We're walking in the air." That one, if anyone hasn't seen it. He's also written a collection of Father Christmas based books, and the one we've chosen today is Father Christmas Goes on Holiday. So lesson one. In lesson one today, we're going to create a story map based on a narrative film or book. So, as some of you might have seen on the website, I've mentioned something called a spelling starter. I'd like you to have a go at this spelling starter activity. First thing you need to do is on a piece of paper, or if you're lucky enough to have a whiteboard and pen at home, you should write down these 6 statutory spelling words. These are the year 5 and 6 statutory spelling words that you should know by the end of year 6. Every English lesson or every English module, we're going to be having 6 of these, and you're going to be practicing them and doing a load of games based on them. So we're going to start today in lesson 1. So it says as many times as you can in 3 minutes. You need to time yourself for 3 minutes, write them all down as many times as you can. Once you've done that, turn over your whiteboard, or you'll rub off your whiteboard and pen or your paper, and then can you write them all down correctly in under 1.5 minutes? Which words did you spell correctly? Which words do you need to practice some more? Perhaps you can also, if you'd like to, get a dictionary, and you can maybe write the definitions, pop them into some sentences, and even find some antonyms and synonyms based on them. Synonyms we know are the same, antonyms are the opposite. Once you've done that, you are now going to be moving on to your film. Today we are going to be watching a short film called Father Christmas Goes on Holiday and creating a story map based on what you have seen. To help you create your story map, on your activity sheet, write the notes on key events and interesting, exciting language you hear. On this sheet, which is attached onto the website, as you'll see at the end, I'll show you where it is. These are the 4 main things that you're going to be asked to see, as well as a couple of other little bits. If you just click on this link here, it will open it. The film itself is about 25 minutes long, so maybe perhaps either complete the sheet, pausing it as you go along and writing your answers, or even better, watch the film and then answer the sheet. Once you've done that, please pause the film and then come back to me. Once you've done that, it's now challenge time. I want you to upscale and develop your language used on your activity sheet. Grab a thesaurus and time yourself for 10 minutes. Can you improve it to a year 6 standard? Can you change the sentences? Can you make the language more exciting? Once you've done that, you need to using your activity sheet, you're going to create a story map of the film we have just watched. So, a story map helps to break down the key events of a story, film, show, TV show, etc. into pictures and key vocabulary. They also help you understand a text better and become more comfortable with it. Today we're going to start our own story map together, which unfortunately you're going to not be able to do, but you should be able to, using this and also even looking up the word story map, you should be able to follow them quite simply. So you should be able to just, I would say, go back to the video, maybe perhaps play it, just here on that link, play it again, and as you're going, perhaps pause it at vital bits. Why do you think these are vital bits? Think about the key vocabulary. Have they used fronted adverbials or sentence openers? Is there anything in them that you think is particularly relevant? What about the use of inverted commas? What about the key vocabulary? Do they repeat things? Is there any alliteration? Use of 5 senses? Really think and have a go. And then you join, or you have arrows joining them, and then little pictures to represent each one. If you then, as we would be sharing these in class, I want you to upload yours to Dojo and perhaps let your teacher know as soon as you have, so then they, either myself, Miss Story, Miss Bannenberg or Mr. Collier, can reply back to yours and see, have you included all the technical vocabulary, the key events, do the pictures match the text? Now, with the pictures, you can just draw, stick people if you'd like to. that's absolutely fine. But in the video, it does show you beautiful cartoons. Maybe you can have a go at something like that yourself. Is your story map clear and easy to follow? How could you upscale it further? Could you use a dictionary? Could you use a thesaurus? Like I said before, those synonyms and antonyms to follow it. Could you even include, those fronted adverbials that are seen throughout it? Have a good think and please upload it to Dojo. So our writing challenge for this week is as follows. This week we're going to be designing, planning and writing our own narrative story based on Father Christmas Goes on Holiday. Now please remember that you can refer back to the video at any point in time. I also know that on Kindle the story itself is only, I think, something like 86p. You'll be keeping the following things the same in your own version of the story. The main character is the same, so Father Christmas. Your plot. Can you write down on your piece of paper what is the plot of the story? Use your story map also to answer this question. You've just created it. You've just identified the key events. That's what the word plot means. Plot means key events. So we know one of the things is that Father Christmas is really tired. So he decides to go to France, to Las Vegas, to London or England. He also decides to go to Italy. Think about those things. But then in each place, he's spotted by somebody. They go, "Are you Father Christmas?" So he thinks, "Do you know what? I need to move on before anyone finds out." Because the whole thing is, you can't find out who Father Christmas is. Ruins the magic. And then in the end, we know he finally needs to go back because he thinks, "Oh my goodness, it's coming up to that time of year again. I'm going to have to get my letters out. I'm going to have to start reading them and answering, getting the elves to sort them all out." So he thinks, "I better go back on holiday. Back home, sorry." Also, what's the dilemma? What is a dilemma? What is the dilemma for Father Christmas? Have a think, write them down. Pause this film and then come back to me. Just like the same, hello, welcome back. Just like the same of the plot, a dilemma is a problem. What problem does Father Christmas face? Now, as we previously discussed when we discussed the plot, we know that the dilemma is that he keeps getting spotted by these people. They keep thinking, "I know who you are." So he can't stay around for long. So he has to go from place to place. Like, "Oh no, I've got to leave. I've got to go." So that is his dilemma. That's going to stay the same. However, these are the following things that are going to change. You're going to change the title. You're going to change the places he visits. You can obviously keep London, but maybe he goes to the centre of London rather than by the sea. Maybe he goes to the seaside again, but a different part of the sea. Does he go to America? Does he go to somewhere else in France? Where maybe you can use your own thoughts. Remember that work we did on our favourite holiday when we did our recount? Perhaps you use that. Maybe you get Father Christmas to go to your favourite place. Think about, where is your Father Christmas going to visit? Which exotic climes, being places, will he go to? Where will he stay? What might he do there? You will write some really exciting setting descriptions and activities to engage the reader and make them think that they are there. And there's also that people he meets. Who will he meet on his travels in these exotic places? What will they be like? What will they look like, act like, sound like? Why are they there? Do they live there? Are they on holiday too? Your character descriptions will make us really paint a picture of the person in our minds. And this part is where we really need to think about showing, not telling. So obviously this you're going to have to do on your own. So perhaps maybe you'd like to do it with a parent or carer or an appropriate adult or a sibling or someone at home. Perhaps you'd like to challenge yourself. Give yourself 10 minutes again with the timer and maybe write some ideas for these different places. Pause this video and come back to me. Good luck. Oh, and don't forget to use setting description word maps, which you can find if you just Google, or a thesaurus and a dictionary to up level and also check our spellings. And also, you've done loads of work previously. Remember that noggin of yours is just as brilliant. So use those as well. Good luck. Hello and welcome back. You should have paused that, making sure that you had a go at all of these things. I'm really looking forward to reading them. And please remember to upload them to Dojo. Finally, we're going to think about what is a narrative text. Now, I'd like you to talk to someone in your home or maybe by yourself. You could do some research perhaps on what is a narrative text. When have you heard of or used a narrative text? Have a look at these two videos and these will help support your learning. Pause this video, have a look and then come back. Narratives tell stories. They are written to entertain and to share experience with the reader. Narratives can be written in many genres such as novels, short stories, poems, diaries, and even biographies. Can you write maybe some other genres that we might think of narratives? Best of luck, and I really look forward to seeing your uploading of the sheets, your uploading of the story maps, and also any other learning you've done today. Please remember to keep uploading to Dojo, and any questions, please get in touch. Have a lovely day. Bye.